Hello, this is part 3 of a 4-part nutrition coaching series where we're going to discuss creating a custom nutrition plan for you. This is a follow-along video, so I'm going to be creating a plan for myself. You'll input your own information and create a plan for yourself. So this step is not totally required for nutrition coaching, but it's highly recommended because it'll teach you about nutrition and what your body needs. To get started, we're going to go to this Precision Nutrition Calorie Calculator, and we're going to enter our information. So I'm going to say this is for myself. You obviously are doing this for yourself. This might look slightly different for you, but it should be roughly the same. If you get stuck, you can always pause this video. I'm entering my weight. My goal is to build muscle. You choose your goal, whatever you think you want it to be. I'm going to say I want to gain 5 pounds, and we'll say in a year. So again, like some people worry too much about being super accurate. It doesn't matter that much. For this step, we're going to choose the standard, which is about 30% protein, and then split carbs and fats evenly. And I'm going to say I want to eat 4 meals. For my activity, I'm going to say light, just because I am on vacation or traveling. I'm going to say moderate exercise as well. And I'm going to access my guide. This might look slightly different for you. It might prompt you to enter your email or your information. Since I already have an account, it did do that for me. I just get to download it right away. And this is the result that I get. This is the page that I would want you to send to me or to your coach. This is the summary of what your body needs. So using this information, I enter my calories. Oh, and that's a different picture, so I can just swap out this picture. So I'm just going to screenshot this, actually. Boom. This is exactly what I would want you to do. Screenshot this. And then, text it to me, message it to me, your coach, or just save it, whatever it is that you want to do. And now, real-time updating my spreadsheet. So this is what I want. These are all just estimates. I can't stress that enough. What your body needs, nobody knows what your body needs. All we can do is get an estimate and then adjust along the way. Likewise, we don't know exactly what's in foods. So when you combine different foods together, the calories react differently. There's no way to get a precise exact amount. The way to be as precise as possible is to start and track progress and adjust along the way. So that's what we're going to do. Calorie calculator I just created, that this is what I need per day for my body. You can do this for yourself. Instead of saying I need 318 grams of carbs, I just say 320 just to make it simple. You can do that for yourself, and we're going to make that 3,500. So when you first do this, it's probably going to recommend way more calories than you're currently eating. And this is because most people undereat and undertrain. We live mostly sedentary lives. The thing is, I don't want you to force feed yourself. So don't rush. Don't start force feeding yourself to meet these goals. Realize that this is going to be a gradual process of increasing your activity and also your nutritional needs. So, it might take a few weeks for you to actually reach these goals, and that's totally okay. Don't rush. Eat until you feel full, but don't try to force feed yourself at this point. So now that we have our daily goal, we're going to break it down per meal. I always recommend 4 meals just because I think it's easiest for most people. If you're not eating that many calories, you can do it in 3, 2, 1, whatever you prefer. Now, these daily calories broken up into 4 meals is roughly this for me. I have my protein, carbs, fat, and a little bit of fiber just to help with digestion and whatnot. Now, with this information, we're going to go to the MyFitnessPal app. On your phone, it's called MyFitnessPal. You can download it from the App Store. There's also the website. I think it's honestly easier to use in the app, but I'm going to use that website. So, based on these per meal recommendations, I'm going to build meals that match these goals. So starting with, I'll just do this with you, but me personally, I eat the same breakfast every day. I get a nutritious breakfast from eggs and oatmeal, and I keep it simple. I don't need to always change it. I recommend the same for you because, because it just makes everything so much easier. So I know I need 55 grams of protein. How am I going to get that? Well, let's see. I go to MyFitnessPal. I say I want to add some food. Again, this is all just an estimate, so don't stress if it's not perfect. We're just trying to get a good idea. I enter egg. I say, how many eggs do I need? I'm going to add 1 egg and see what it says. So it tells me that one egg has 6 grams of protein. Well, dang, I need 55 grams of protein. So that's a lot of eggs. So probably this is not going to come only from eggs. But how many eggs do I think I want to eat or could eat? For me personally, like 5 or 6 eggs is cool. So 6 eggs, I got about 36, or they say 37 grams of protein. It's like, dang, okay, I still need a little bit more protein. What could I do? This is where you have to problem solve yourself. What's an easy option to get some protein? If you don't know this, use Google, use ChatGPT, or ask your coach. For me, I know milk. I can have a cup or 2 of milk, easy peasy, no problem. I'm going to add some of this Fairlife milk. I'm just going to add 1 cup and see what it says. If you use the app, again, it's going to look slightly different. That gets me to 50 grams of protein. My goal is 55. That's close enough. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not getting on stage. That meets my goal for protein. Next, after I get that protein goal, right, so I know I need 6 eggs and 1 cup of milk. I might just change this order. And it's like, boom, check. I got the protein requirement for this meal. Next, I need to get carbs. I need roughly 80 grams of carbs per meal. Okay, well, I know I want to eat oatmeal, so let's see if I put in oats, 150, yeah, okay, that works. Let's see, okay, so this is half a cup of oatmeal. Let's say if I add half a cup of oatmeal, what does that give me? It gives me 27 grams of carbs. Not quite enough, right? So let's see, can we up this? Can we go to 1 full cup of oatmeal, 2 half cups? Okay, that gives me 63 grams of carbs. How many did I want? Oh yeah, okay, I want 80. So I'm still a little short. Problem solve, calculator, you know, the meme with the calculator guy. Okay, so I'm gonna add a banana. I like to put banana in my oatmeal, easy peasy. So I look for a banana, add the checked item. Again, this is so important that you do this yourself because I don't know which foods you like. For me, this is a delicious breakfast. It's okay, not a big deal. Let's see about fats. I have 40 grams of fat. I wanted 35 grams of fat. Okay, you know, not terrible. So that's my first meal. It's very close to exactly what I want. It's delicious. It meets all of my goals. So that's how you build a meal. I'm going to do this one more time for you, maybe 1 or 2 more times. But this is how you're going to go through your day and build your meals. So me personally, when I'm in New York and I'm training hard, the first 2 meals are going to be exactly the same. I'm going to have eggs and oatmeal, and I'm going to have a protein shake. It's just so easy when you have 2 easy-to-prepare meals, and I'm already 50% done if I'm having 4 meals. It takes little preparation, and it gives me exactly what I need. That's what I recommend for clients who want to build muscle. I'm not going to do this protein shake because it's pretty easy to enter. Instead, so meal 1 and 2 are a lock. For my 2 remaining meals, this is my personal strategy. I like some variety. And the way that I do that is I identify foods that meet my goals. So I know if I want to get 50 grams of protein, 55 grams of protein, I need to eat, how much steak or fish or chicken? I don't know. Wink, wink. Let me look. So I go to MyFitnessPal. I type in steak. And it's like, okay, what kind of steak do I want? Let me type in sirloin steak. Sirloin steak cooked. Do I want cooked or raw? Let's do raw. And I'm going to do 8 ounces. So half a pound of steak. We're going to add that to my food. Roughly 50 grams of protein. So I know, okay, 8 ounces of steak. That gets me my protein goal. What else? Some yogurt. Oh, this is great. I don't even know. So yogurt and milk. I know that'll be another option. How much? I don't know. Let's do it in real time together. So yogurt. How much yogurt do I need to get to my goal? So I type in yogurt. Okay, so I don't want non-fat yogurt. What they do with non-fat yogurt is they take the fat. The fat is what keeps it congealed together. When they take out the fat, it's almost too watery, so they add in artificial things to make it, to give it form. So non-fat yogurt is not actually healthier. I would prefer whole or 2%. Okay, let's see. This might be good. And 1 container. What is that? No. Okay, so sometimes you pick different foods. There's so many options in MyFitnessPal. I just don't like these options. They give you certain... I don't like that. I want to see cups. So I'm going to choose a different yogurt. 100 grams. No, ounces. 1 cup. There we go. So I can have 1 cup, add to diary. How much protein? Oh, it says 15 grams of protein. That seems low. So this is something that you kind of just need experience with. I know that 1 cup has more than that, so I'm just delete that. Like, that ain't right. You can also, an easy option is to buy the yogurt, and you can scan the back to see exactly how much it has. So I'm going to put in Greek yogurt, actually, to get an accurate. I don't want non-fat. Yeah, fine, we'll do whole. Whole is fine. 1 cup, add to diary. So 1 cup of yogurt has 22 grams of protein. Okay, that's a little bit closer. Now, I could just add more yogurt, right? That's one way to do it, but 1 cup of yogurt is kind of a lot of yogurt for me. So instead of doing that, I'm going to add milk to this. This is just the strategy that I use. You can use any other strategy you want. You know, let's say, okay, 1 cup of milk, how much does that have? Okay, so 1 cup of yogurt, 1 cup of milk is only 35 grams of protein. That's not enough. Problem solve, problem solve. What do I want? I'm going to add more milk. So I'll say 2 cups of milk. Something very simple for me and that I enjoy. Cool. So I know 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 cups of milk gets me roughly 50 grams of protein. And so I enter that. 1 cup yogurt and 2 cups Fairlife milk. So these are 2 good options I know to get to 50 grams of protein. You can make as many of these as you want, but that just makes it easier. You know, half a pound of any animal protein, and then this is another option if I don't want to do that. Now the next thing would be to get to 80 grams of carbs, right? I know my daily goal, 50 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs. What are options to get to 80 grams of carbs? So me personally, I love rice. So let me just put white rice. Not a big difference between white and brown rice. We're going to say white rice cooked. And we're going to say, let's see, what does 1 cup have? Okay, 1 cup has 44 grams of carbs, and I need about 80. So I'm just going to make this 2 cups of carbs. Cool, 2 cups of carbs give me roughly 80, 90 grams of carbs. So I know my carb option, you know, is about so. And you do the same with fats. So fats, you know, if I need 35 grams of fat, I didn't even write this out, so we can do this together at the same time. A fat that I enjoy, I'm going to say cashews. Any nut is fine, but we're going to say cashews for this purpose. Add to diary, and let's see. So cashews has 14 grams of fat, and this was 1 ounce. 1 ounce is a confusing amount. So some things you need to measure. So 1 cup is probably going to be too much. Let's see. 1 cup is 60 grams, so we're going to do half a cup, 0.5. Let's see how much fat. 32 grams of fat, perfect. So, or 31 grams of fat. So half a cup of, you know, I could say carb options, excuse me, fat options to get 35 grams, roughly. And I know that's about half a cup of cashews. Or any other nuts, or other nuts. Cool. And then, that's my meal plan personally. You'll build something just like this for yourself. If you need help, ask your coach. Do some research. The effort that you put in is what you get out. Some people want to just go to ChatGPT and type in, give me a meal plan that meets these requirements. If you do the math, ChatGPT is kind of stupid. It doesn't add up to the right amount. But not only that, it's less likely for you to stay consistent with a plan that is not customized to you. When you're problem solving, using your brain, putting in effort, the more effort you put in, the more you get out. So I highly recommend going through this process yourself and building a plan. And then once you have this, your macronutrients, you know, you can reference video 2, but just adding in some micronutrients and antioxidants, fiber, fruits and vegetables, or just anything else that gives you that health component, that pixie dust. So that's how I build my own nutrition plan, and that's what I do. Here's an example 3-day meal plan. You can screenshot this. I made this for a client, you know, including a grocery list of foods to get and some recipes of what you can do. Now, this is an important part, right? Understand your plan and problem solve. We'll talk about that in the next video, but understand your plan. What are you going to do? When are you going shopping? right? Cooking your own food is far superior to buying out. It's cheaper, it's healthier. When will you cook? When is your first meal? What will you do when you don't cook, right? If your plan goes off, what will you do? Find a good source of food to buy. Find one or two, make a list of restaurants that you can buy food from. Yeah, so that's the foundation to how to build a nutrition plan. You get a goal, a macronutrient goal, proteins, carbs, and fats, and you choose foods that meet your goal. Now, this is a constant work in progress. Don't expect to be perfect the first time you do this. In the next video, we're going to discuss how to stay consistent, how to overcome obstacles, and how to track your progress. Until next time, peace.